In theory, everyone's here.
Oh, shit. Closed out.
Are we gonna give Waylon talk powers?
Oh shit, he got him, but apparently they just didn't take. Sorry.
No talking for you.
You are now me.
Apparently, it's just one bad day after another, I guess.
You're gonna have to photocopy sign language signs.
Text to speech.
Or you know, type in TeamSpeak.
No, not good enough.
Text to speech.
Not convoluted enough.
I can't read letters, I can only read hand signs.
Yep.
Hmm.
Alright.
And before we start, if you played Fortnite and forgot to uninstall it, Epic Games now has Subnautica for free until the 27th.
Huh, neat.
And then Super Meat Boy after that.
Who does?
Epic Games.
Okay, awesome.
Fortnite.
Yep. That was more interesting sub.
Alright, so we last left off with you guys slaying a very large drake. Just large drake.
Big fucker.
With the opportunity of a possible rising of a necro dragon.
And then we talked about continuing it.
Yes.
Because all the evil's dead.
Norman stands with his hand still on that silver statue that he dispelled.
I'd just like to remind everybody that there are dragon ashes upstairs.
Dragon ashes? Oh,
Yeah,
in the urns.
in the urns, in case it's important, you know.
Those, well, they're probably. How big were those urns?
Oh, they were pretty heavy.
Oh, don't worry, I'll go get them.
And there were 4 of them.
Alright. I am going to start. I'm going. Is anybody opposed to me bringing back a dragon?
Oh no.
Okay.
I'll just stand over here.
You show what I told you. Just fuck it, do it.
I am terrified. Let's do it.
Alright, nobody's stopping me. Shomut, I'm going to continue the final parts of the necromancy.
Okay.
I do think we should go upstairs and ask the mummy.
It's too late.
It's too late.
Damn it.
Alright.
So out of character, I have a feeling that since this is like the Silver Dragon Order, that this is what they would have wanted, but maybe not like undead dragon, just more of a full resurrection. So, oh well. Bring back the dragon, Shomut.
I mean, whatever he was, he's dead now. So,
Okay.
no guarantees.
I'm gonna pour my magnificently good energy into that statue.
John scoffs at your suggestion.
Good.
By the way, the statues are up there in the altar.
Are you being abducted?
Stealth. You gotta roll with disadvantage because of your armor.
Right.
That's better.
That's
You
the cast we know.
guys,
It's
you
more like
guys,
I'm blind and deaf.
I was gonna say everybody hears Kaz just sort of slinking off to the way you guys came in here.
Now he's going off to the bathroom.
Things to check on, things to do.
Preston is apparently just gonna hide in a corner somewhere.
Church
Why
of
are
the
you
Sun,
okay?
How about
I guess I'll stay here.
That's very sensible, in my opinion.
I guess I'm not very sneaky because I'm taking the light with me.
I was gonna say, you gotta have something to hide in, and you're sort of defeating that.
Trying to hide behind his sword.
Was this thrown in the water? Was this torch thrown in the water?
You have dark vision, Dorval?
Nope.
Okay, just stand near me.
And are you gonna
Blind
do a
as
short
fuck.
rest?
Currently it's frozen, so...
Oilen?
What?
Short rest? You're like
Yeah,
5 HP.
I've been waiting on short rest.
All right.
But-
Continuing
Didn't
the necromancy, do I see? So do the eyes light back up?
Yes,
All right.
but the pond is still frozen.
I don't know if there's anything I can do about that.
You said it'd be like 30 minutes until it.
Yes.
I could acid it open.
Granted, it's frozen acid. I don't know if it's gonna do anything bad, but let's not.
But draconic acid.
No. Add Dorval. All right. Well, I suppose the necromancy spell itself, or continuing it's probably going to take time, anyways.
Yes, it's gonna take about an hour. So if you guys need a short rest and do some stuff, everybody but Norman obviously can take
Yep.
a short rest.
I'll short rest. I'm spending hit dice. I have 10 hit dice to spend.
Okay, so 30 minutes goes by in the rest, and the ice melts very quickly. And you obviously you see the pool sort of start to bubble again.
Okay, 29. I'm just seeing how many.
So
I
Norman, you
get.
continue the spell or the necromancy, and you watch as you are sort of chanting, and you can see in the pond the bones of this dragon continue to reshape itself. Its head pops out from the water occasionally. You find that it is not threatening to you guys anymore, since you are the one controlling the summoning.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Kaz comes back.
I come sauntering back in through the gates. You may happen to notice there's what appears to be toilet paper stuck to the
Oh,
bottom
no.
of one of his boots.
Uh-huh.
Maybe a somewhat desiccated hand dragging behind, still attached to it.
We should have watched him.
All the evil has been purified.
Norman pays no attention. More important things.
They weren't evil, Kaz.
90%.
They were not evil, Kaz.
Well, it couldn't very well be made into a Church of the Sun with them squatting about.
Thinks itself make background checks before inviting people in.
I gotta clear out the squatters before I put in more squatters.
Oh God.
Okay. So another 30 minutes goes by, and the dragon is fully formed in the pond. At this point, Norman, you can try and imprint some stuff onto him.
All right. Do you remember the things that we talked about?
Honestly, no.
Okay. No, that's fine.
I apologize.
No. Do you want me to do it publicly, or would you rather?
It's
keep
up
it...
to you.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind if anybody else hears it. So, the first thing is that the dragon will maintain as much of its free will as I could possibly give it as a necromancer. This is pretty much because I know dragons can be kind of egotistical, sort of, you know? So allowing it to choose its own fate in its current condition is kind of probably a thing that I could give it. A lot of the imprinting is going to be pretty much whatever it can access from my mind.
User left your channel.
So the whole thing of being able to control, rather than controlling it, going to give it the semblance of free will as I know it. And through that semblance of free will as I know it, it's also going to pick up the things that I'm doing with my own free will. So it's going to see everything from my point of view, particularly how this world is in shambles and somebody needs to take control of it. Stop messing with things that are causing creatures from other dimensions to come through holes in the sky. Strange ghosts walking around and stuff like that. Men's killing kings. So, having one person in control of all of that, and also having the dragon know what the significance of the stick doll in my possession is. So, it's aware that I have one of the pieces to be able to control this world and create a world that it can exist in peacefully, even see the restoration of its old Silver Dragon order.
Oh god, we're with a murderer.
I'm not a nice guy. I don't know if you
Who'd you
picked that up
kill?
yet. I haven't killed anyone. I mean, I killed plenty of people, but nobody
Oh,
that
okay.
important to the plot.
He killed people, but not for joy. They attacked first or were going to hurt him.
It was purely for
Defense.
academic purposes.
Self-defense.
All right. Once you are done imprinting, which takes up the last part of the short rest, the dragon begins to rise slowly from the pond.
Welcome back to the world of the living. Do I know its name at all?
Give me a second. I'm eating and a cat's attacking.
Uh-oh.
Jack of the Cats.
It wasn't the dragon we needed to worry about. It's the GM Slayer. Cat.
Trying to
On that day,
trying to start
humanity received a grim reminder.
Speaking of which, I need to watch out for
Cat
all
or
of
Titans.
knives and spider monkey of a kitten.
I want a cat.
No, you don't. All right. You get, while doing this, the name Dyseg, Dyseg.
Welcome back to the world of the living, Dyseg.
You see him attempt to talk, but it just doesn't work. Seems like he's trying to adjust to his new throat.
It'll take some time. There's plenty of it for you.
Can't you magic her a tongue or something?
Don't struggle. Let it come naturally to you.
Why have you awakened me?
Somebody else attempted to awaken you and control you. Stop them.
Why Have you continued the process?
Need to think of an answer to that question. Hold on.
Were you
Because
not
someone else
expecting him
would've
to
come
ask?
along.
No,
We
I
did
was
it for
expecting him
shits
to
and
ask.
giggles.
The problem is that I know how to word it as like a player. It's like, oh, I want, this really powerful guy on my side.
Tell him we didn't have enough dirt to fill in the pit.
we didn't bring any shovels.
I just wanted to see what would happen.
Shits and giggles.
The world.
I was lonely. I wanted a friend.
Come back to me with my home. So seriously, the world is in shambles, and we need your power. We believe you can help.
My time on this world has been over.
And I have brought you back again. You can have your time once again. Reclaim your glory.
Sloppy seconds.
Reclaim my glory looking like this.
Parents.
As he opens his mouth and his mouth just unhinges.
There's unfortunately nothing that can be done about that. I do apologize. Not your looks that will restore your glory.
You are fickle, you do not understand glory.
Perhaps not. But I do like my world staying whole, sane, and all in all, not combined with another one filled with demons, ghouls, ghasts, etc. I think you get the idea.
One of that list now.
Sometimes we need to use our enemy's tools against them. I don't claim to not be a hypocrite, Dyseg. Wait, no, I do not claim to not be a hypocrite. That's what I meant to say. I think you can help me restore this world. Something ordered. Better. Stronger,
I
faster.
have seen through your eyes and your mind. That is not what you are looking for.
What is it you think I'm looking for?
Death, destruction, and control.
All those things will be employed in their full use to achieve the end goal that I've told you. If I could do this peacefully, it would have been done. But you're no fool. Peace is not easy. It's worked for hard. Somebody works their ass off for peace. Conquest will shorten the amount of time it takes.
But I've seen through your eyes. You do not want peace at all. You carry a tainted object that will lead to great power.
I'm aware of the taint behind it, and the fool that caused the taint. That fool could not be satisfied with the results of what fates have given him. Try to control it. Try to change it. I think we can do better than that.
You obviously do not know what kind of dragon I was.
No, I don't.
I was a friend, a peace bringer. And you raised me to be a weapon.
User joined your channel.
I've raised you to be no such thing. You may leave here if you wish. Even take residence in my old home. And I would not control you. I ask for your help, not your enslavement. Had the first person succeeded, I can almost be certain you would have been a slave to them. How they try to twist the minds of all the races around here. Subjugate them.
How is it that my freedom will help you?
Because I do want that peace. And I think you want it as well. If I can have your help willingly, I think you'll be a stronger ally than any slave.
If it had a face to show emotions, which it doesn't anymore, you would see that it is contemplating what you've been saying.
You can take all the time you need, and like I said, my home in Fool's Hope, fortress in the mountains, is yours.
Are you talking in common?
Yes, I don't know Draconic.
No, I wanted to make sure you weren't talking some foreign language I didn't understand.
It is my home, but it can be yours as well. Nobody will harm you there. In fact, people would probably be more terrified if you were there. But you may use it, for as long as you wish. If you decide to help me, I will be grateful. Don't, you may choose to either live out your undead existence, or you may choose to end it. I'll leave you
can put
alone
on
from there.
this one's skin.
I say in Draconic, at least think about it.
I will take you up on your offer for now. But let it be known that I was a silver dragon. I was one for the people, protecting all those around me. But now, like this, I am nothing but a tainted scourge that will bring destruction wherever I go.
Depends on how you use that destruction.
It does not matter. I am tainted. It will bring taint to the land.
Not to the Church of the Sun. All of them are blind.
That is a pretty fair point.
And you probably can't smell much worse than my current following.
Earth shall add in, the world's strongest man can easily tear one in half. But he does not have to choose to rip them in half. He could easily protect them, save people.
He
It
turns
just
his head
depends.
towards you, Erst, and he says, "One glimpse of me and I will be nothing but an enemy."
I'll change that.
Oh,
Fabric.
Undeath doesn't have to be a scourge upon the world. People learn that it is not their loved ones returning to slaughter them. Maybe they'll realize that this school of magic has its uses. Bones of a person do not make the person. In your case, what brought you back brought you back. Not just your bones. Or not a false fabrication of life like these skeletons around you that I control are. Skeletons have very little memory of what they were. The other beings that power some of my abilities, they are what they were, but they've seen the light, so to say, in undeath.
will go where you tell me to.
You will go where you wish.
I lied.
Then
I'm
hide.
nothing of what I was before.
You're more than what you were before. Take some time.
What happened to my followers and my following?
They rest peacefully.
Do they not? Are they not affected by what affects me?
As far as I'm aware, no. I have not gone back upstairs.
I guess their main priority was, raise the big badass dragon. Not the wee, non-badass, churchly people.
You gotta be splitting bullets right now. Out of context.
Can you bring me their masks?
First,
Yep.
could you go bring their masks?
Here, I'll get them.
I have
Alright.
one.
Let's go run down the hall.
Alright, Dorval has one on him.
I hand that over to the dragon.
All right. He grabs it up with his hand.
Kaz come back with the other masks.
Yep, got 3 more. There you go.
He scoops them up.
Maybe you could put them all together or something. Like a
No.
bigger one.
I will keep them. They were my friends when they were alive.
Give you my word that I will not raise them.
Leaders of my organization. Where is this location that you speak of that I can go?
I'm gonna draw. Is it dusty on the ground?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna draw a rough outline. Remember I came up with where Fool's Hope was. A location. Let me pull up the map again real quick. But like I scratch out, a rough outline of the map.
Okay.
I recognize this place. Buried there was.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, that is where you found the doll, right?
Yeah, it was wandering around the mountains around where I
Okay.
set up my super fortress of mega goodness.
Okay. I just needed I didn't remember directly.
Yeah. And it was a part of my hermit background. That's
Yes.
all.
He says,
If I remember correctly, that is where the one who killed me's family was buried.
Does that hold any significance to you? The idea that they're buried around there?
No, the one who slayed me is long gone. His family should also be long gone.
You could probably desecrate their corpses or something, I guess.
I will not disturb a grave, because this is what
and he sort of waves his hands at himself.
what happens when you disturb graves.
He gets out of the pond. He bows to each of you. Even you, Preston, your hiding is fucking pretty awful right now.
I blame
Not bad.
Kaz.
I nod back.
I was gonna say Kaz is just fucking flashing lights throughout the room.
He's like an airplane director directing you towards Preston. He's waving
Just
his sword
waving.
and torch.
You have gave me free will, and I will use that to live out as a hermit away from everybody. For all I will bring is fear and destruction. Call upon me when you wish. I may decide to help.
I bow back to him. Call upon me if you need help as well.
I will. I will begin to rebuild my organization with some large changes.
Oh, don't harm the children there. They are fiercely loyal to me.
He sort of bows his head and he goes through this way, and you see him sort of squeezing his body to get.
You
through.
might want to look into some illusion
User
magic.
left your channel.
You know, magic dragon.
And he stomps away.
Well, that went well. Guess a lot of you learned a little bit more about me than I might have intended, so I have no idea what you're talking about. And I brush my hands together, getting the dust off. I gotta find that wiki link.
All right. Well, he's gone now. What are you
User
guys gonna
joined
do?
your channel.
Well, I think now we should probably just go back to the town.
Then perhaps the
User joined your channel.
castle.
Yeah, we've, I believe, solved the issue plaguing this town. Cat stole my shrimp?
That sucks.
I taught my I kept feeding my friends cats rotisserie chicken. Every time I had one, to the point where they started attempting to steal chicken off their plates.
Yeah, I got to the point every time I get rotisserie chicken, I have to like put it in the microwave. Just believe that one of the cats will get up there and like just drag it off the fucking counter, start tearing it apart on the floor.
Yeah, we have 2 cats that would do that. One is just a dumbass and just acts normally, and if you smack him just 5 minutes later, he'll be back to you. The other one just scared shitless of people. They'll run away at his first sign of noise. In fact, the shitless one, we try to feed, so that just so she'll come and want attention.
Get your attention here.
All right. So you guys gonna leave?
Yeah, unless I think we already picked up all the loot.
There wasn't much loot, but yeah.
I got a spell book to read. I'm excited.
Woo.
Yeah, and the book and the dragon book.
Oh wait, somebody's in the. Oh, it's Dorval. Dorval, come on.
I was gonna put the masks on the skeletons.
I'm gonna kill off my skeletons here.
I think their time. Yeah, I think their time ran out anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's like an hour. So yeah, they're ultra gone
Just
by now.
sweep them into the acid.
Nah, we don't need a second dragon.
Do you want to animate any dead on the way out?
No,
Got extra robes if you want to hide them.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh, should we buy a tarp or something for the dragon?
Oh god.
Maybe a carpet to drape
Giant.
over?
I have a bag of holding, don't I? That's right. I kind of forgot I had that.
Yeah, raise dead, yeah, or animate dead, and just put them all in the bag of holding. It's not like they need air.
I think there's size restrictions for the bag of holding.
I have this ancient tapestry, but it's not big enough, I guess.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
not a
it's
good
not
idea to piss off the dragon we just helped save.
Yeah, one, it's
Again,
probably not big enough, and 2, it's
User
ancient.
disconnected from your channel.
Yeah, save in
That's-
parentheses.
But in impressively good shape.
Totally saved it, guys.
Yeah.
From the order.
Well, guess my work here is done. Out of character, I came here just to help them with this quest, right?
You were sent in by the King of Dunlovy. Or
Correct.
Guess
Alright.
I'll stick around for now.
So we should head back to the town for certain. Maybe stay the night again. See if anybody goes all spooky again, and if that issue is solved, we will make our leave.
Think we should have gotten the dragon to cough up that one person to date that came back a few times.
Unfortunately, that person was already sacrificed for the necromancy. Believe it or not, I don't actually have the ability to bring back dragons like that. Somebody did most of the heavy lifting for me. Kinda happened to get here at the right time. Well, unfortunately for the villagers that were here.
Well, we stopped whatever was happening, and that's the important thing.
Absolutely.
All right, so you guys follow the exit out, and it leads to sort of a side bush, and there's a lever that you guys pull, and it just sort of opens up another sort of passageway down from the church.
the Bethesda exit.
Yeah, the Bethesda exit in essentiality. You think it's the builder's exit, so whoever crafted these tunnels needed obviously a way out. So, yeah. So the area itself is very still secluded. You still have like these large ass hedges around, and the area just feels normalized. There's nothing really pressing against you guys. There's no like heavy power coming through this area. It's very serene.
How about the sky?
The sky has become normal. You can see the normal sky that was there before, and the time sort of actuated to the correct time of day, which is now night.
Am I gonna have to run through the hedges again?
You're not sure.
Damn it.
Can I glance real quick inside and look at the statue? See if anything changed.
Well, the desecrated statue is still there, but nothing has changed.
How was the statue desecrated?
I believe you stabbed it through its eyes.
Yes, I did. It was desecrated by the order. It had some mark on it that we removed with holy water.
So it's desecrated in a sense that it's basically just broken now.
It was desecrated. We removed the desecration and I killed it, I think.
Yes, it was desecrated, and then Hodge stabbed it through the eyeballs to stop whatever effect it was having on you guys when it was there.
Okay.
So it's pretty much in essence it's desecrated because obviously it's not a normal statue. So you guys fucked it up, but it was desecrated like magically before. Thank you. That's what I was trying to get at.
What was the statue of?
I think it was a woman with her hands in front of her, waiting for I don't know, waiting for somebody to put something in the hands. So we poured holy water in it.
I don't think you determined whose statue it was.
Yeah, we don't know anything about it.
Guess now it's daytime. Can I make like a religion check to see if I know what deity it might represent?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a roll. What'd you get? Yeah, no.
Eh, just some random tall broad.
Since I
It's
wasn't
all the
here,
praise in these rural areas.
I wasn't here for that session. I'm just gonna continue as well, not knowing who the statue is. But you said the statue got messed up physically as well from us.
We
Yeah.
can try.
Fucking stab it.
Yeah, it started doing something. Everything got dark, and its eyes started glowing. So I just stabbed it in the eyes,
Fair enough.
which removed the darkness. So
Didn't it also follow us?
The statue?
The eyes.
Yes, the eyes followed you.
Could it
yeah,
be...
apparently it was fleshy inside.
The eyes were yes, but it's still a statue.
So I suggest we perform a lobotomy. Kaz,
Yes, I have the perfect idea for this.
that's great.
I'm gonna go over to the statue. Apparently I'm trying to not take the torch. I'm gonna go over to the statue. Gonna notice that it looks like it's not really seeing very well out of those eyes. And Cass has the bright idea to try to push the statue over on its back so it's staring straight up. As if at the sun.
Describe that again, sorry?
I'm going to try to push the statue over so it looks like it would be looking up at the sky. Like at the sun.
Okay, this is a pretty hefty statue, so go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Should,
Oh,
should we
wow.
help him?
Holy fuck.
I don't think he needs it.
I'm also
Alright.
small though, so
Yeah.
Got that leverage.
You get it rocking, and then it goes. It gives, and it does fall over. It stays in a
Religious
solid one
fervor.
piece. All right, it is now look. It looks like it's looking up into the sky. You have it laying on its back.
is the roof open?
Yes.
The place is full of holes. So,
Yeah. So
Well, I had to make sure it had the one hole in the right place.
we'll say
You can't
yes.
just use any good old hole. You gotta use the right one.
Any goal's a hole.
What?
I got
guess,
it wrong. Any hole is a goal. There we go.
not exactly what I had in mind, but okay.
Wow, that's more like a Church of the Sun.
I look at this continually desecrated statue. We cleaned one desecration and we put another one on.
Yeah. At this point, it's not really.
It's more like
Yeah, I think
Shanghai.
I think there's nothing more to be gleaned from here.
Gonna go walk over to the front door and give it a good old divine smite to kind of just mark it.
You're just gonna put a divine mark on the door.
Yep.
Okay.
And I will do it with the squeaky hammer.
Wonder Dragon Mind.
I apologize to the statue of whoever it may be that I don't know, and I'm just gonna. Does it have spaces in it between the fingers where it's holding out its hands?
It had a hole in the...
No, because it's sort of making a cup.
Okay.
Why?
Cup.
Like you put your hands together.
Oh,
and
yeah,
drink
yeah,
water.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
He forgot what a cup was.
I couldn't think of a better way to describe it than a cup. I apologize.
A bowl.
His hands are cupped.
I guess a bowl. Yeah, his hands are cup, but it's a bowl.
I'm just gonna. Is it possible in the statue's current position to put like a gold piece like in the hand?
No, it would sit sort of on her belly. Since he's got it flipped over, Think about if your hands are cupped to your
Yeah,
stomach.
yeah. And I just didn't know if there might have been like a surface to like carefully balance it.
Maybe the eyes.
On the fingertips.
Man, you can try to resurrect it if it was alive.
I'll just do the coins on the eyes.
You do that.
That'll keep you from going blind, I suppose.
Just helps reflect the glow of the sun in the eyes.
Whatever you say, Kaz.
Meanwhile, I go outside and find the path through the bushes. If there is one.
There are no path. There's no paths at the moment. You are still like this large hedge line is surrounding this place.
Can I try to push the edge, see if it resists like before?
It does. It's just like you're pushing through just like some tough bushes.
But it doesn't heal itself or something. I can break stuff.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so it's back to normal.
Well, it's back to normal.
Yep. Dorval, bring your axe over here. Make us a path, please.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and I work all day. Chopping through the fort. Chopping.
All right, you chop a pathway through, and on the other side, you see Kaz's horse just chewing on the trees.
Already halfway there.
Oh, hey horse.
Was the horse sent to like eat a path?
Yes.
That's a very smart horse.
That's a hungry horse. Kaz, do you ever feed this thing?
Feeds on the sun. So,
I...
no. No. If anyone asks, it feeds on the sun.
Does the horse look happy that it's eating?
Kaz, does your horse look happy?
Can a horse look happy?
I
You got a
mean,
point.
It smiles.
Horses are just kind of dumb looking, all of them.
yeah, he
Kinda
looks
stupid looking.
kind of
They'll-
dopey. Doesn't look
Horses
like
are
he can really
basically-
see anything because he's also pretty blind too.
They stare at the sun together.
That's so adorably crappy. Pathetic, that's what I should say.
Adorably gross.
I don't know about
Pathetic.
gross. Pathetic, yeah, I think pathetic's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you guys come out in the location where you guys were before. Just sort of this lightly treed area with your backs to a very heavily treed area.
It's daytime, right?
Yeah, it's early evening. Sun's still out, but it's going
User
down.
joined your channel.
So we've been there almost a day.
Time flies when you're dungeon delving.
Little did we know it's been 20 years.
Is that hunter still on a tree somewhere?
No.
Is there any
Yes.
sign that he's been here recently?
No, it's very quiet.
Many hunts at night, so.
I mean,
Is
like
there-
tracks.
Is there a trail of excrement because it saw an undead dragon come out?
Make a survival check.
Flies away.
I mean, I probably would too.
There's not excrement, but there are tracks that show that somebody has moved back towards the town.
Well,
Horse, did you get that one person back to the town? No.
Your horse nods his head up and down. Actually, it just tells you yes. Your mechanical link.
I was waiting for that.
Guess we better start walking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Back to town.
All right. You guys find the forest as you walk through pretty normal. You don't hear the sound of any shamblers. You don't come across any zombies.
Oh, good. Normal is good.
So you make it to town pretty swiftly without any issues. And when you get to town, you find that there's nobody around.
It was all an illusion.
Let's not jump to conclusion yet.
Hello!
Does it look like there was an exodus?
No. After yelling hello, you guys, well, Kaz, you don't see, but you all you hear a door open just from one of the establishments to right by you, and you hear, "Hey, go on, get inside. There's a dragon out there. It's an evil-looking necrotic dragon just flew through the sky over the town. Get inside, hurry before he attacks."
Well, that's good. It just has a skin condition. It's very sensitive about it. Wouldn't bring it up.
There's nothing to worry about that dragon.
What do you mean? Come on, get in here.
No,
It's very depressed. It'll likely kill itself here in a few days anyways.
we had a conversation with that dragon. He has left the area. We
That's
told
what
him
I'm talking to.
we gave it a place to go. It won't bother you.
Yeah, you won't come back.
All you hear is "Goo!" and you hear locks locking.
Oh well, I guess they'll get over it in a couple of days. Let's go to see the
Go see
mayor.
that happy inn lady.
What happened? There was a cat at my door.
Just people are scared and they're all hiding in their house because big dead dragon
Yeah,
flew over.
that's what happens when you raise skeletal dragons, I guess.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, who knew?
Well,
So you have two options, or at least in my head, you have two options. Otherwise, you have more. You can go see the inn lady or the village elder.
I say we should go see the mayor first.
Yeah, the mayor.
Yeah, the
Kind of.
elder mayor.
Elder slash mayor.
Mayor elder.
Sure, I come along.
The
Excuse
old
me.
selectman.
All right. You go to the mayor's hovel, or not hovel, whatever, the fucking
Town hall.
town hall. Thank you. The consulate building was the first thing that came to my mind for some reason.
Consulate.
And you find when you open the door and in this sort of this larger building, you find people sort of, taking shelter there. You see a lot of supplies laid out on the table. People are in corners with tents. You see a lot of them are sort of like hunkering down. Some people are at a table.
That's exactly what I was about to ask.
How long did it take for us to travel from the forest to here?
You guys made good time because nothing really stopped you, so a few hours.
Is the elder around? Can we see him?
You see the elder directing people to locations where there's room.
All right. Let's walk up to him.
You walk up to him. He's got his head down and he's going over some scrolls. And you hear him just sort of checking names off, making sure just everything seems to be in order.
Excuse me.
And name, please, so I can put you on the refugee list.
Norman Rockgood, but I'm not a refugee.
Wait. You're the guys who went to go after everything, weren't you?
Yes.
What happened? He says in a very, very scared tone. A fucking dragon flew out of the area where those zombies are known to come from. How are you
The-
still alive?
Well,
What
just that-
happened?
We're just that badass.
we solved the problem.
What do you mean you solved the problem? A dragon just fucking flew over the town. Its body was leaking fluids.
Let him explain.
I could see through his fucking chest cavity.
Yeah, he
This
doesn't.
town is scared. People are panicking.
But nobody will become zombies anymore, and the dragon will not return.
How do you know that? You see how
We-
evil looking that thing was?
We talked to it.
Yeah, we
You
had
talked to it.
a
Yeah.
very pleasant conversation with it, and it's actually very reasonable.
The room quiets completely now that everybody is focusing in on this conversation.
Actually, the dragon wasn't responsible for anything that
You
happened.
take this one over?
The dragon was dead at the time, so we know it for a fact he isn't involved.
What do you mean the dragon was dead at this time? What? Somebody brought back the dragon?
Somebody was sacrificing villagers to bring back the dragon. The dragon came back.
So it's an evil dragon built off the souls of people from my town.
It is not an evil dragon.
Did you see this thing?
Why do you assume that just because it looks one way that it's evil?
Because when it looks one way, it can see the other way because its eyes weren't fucking matching.
I'd just like to point out your villagers looked normal, but were in fact evil zombies. So maybe don't judge a book by its cover.
Somebody was trying to control that dragon. We broke the control.
Also, it was the True Order, FYI. Just throwing that out there.
We made sure that the dragon couldn't be used for an evil purpose. Like I said, we conversed with the dragon. Saw how big it was and how easily it could probably crush any one of us. You really think that we're that silver-tongued? The dragon is not evil. You have my word.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh. Can I help?
I'll say you helped, so you can get advantage on that, Norman.
Alright. Once
I mean,
more, what
I'm
feeling?
a dragon.
Alright, not quite with feeling.
All right, you didn't convince him, but he's calmed down. Okay, sorry to freak out. Undead dragon flies over the town. You gotta know where my mind's gonna go.
I absolutely understand.
So
Yes.
you talk to this dragon.
Yes.
First off, explain how this dragon was dead, as he points at Preston, as he says, and then is not dead, and then flies over our town.
The True Order brought it back. They were attempting to control it. They were kicking your villagers into the pool of acid in a sacrificial room.
I know I hated those fucking people. So then they succeeded?
Yes, and we were able to stop it.
And no.
Yes and no.
You've lost me. And hold on. He grabs a seat, sits down because he's trying to stay calm as possible, but he's still on edge. Continue.
The True Order were attempting to control it. We were able to
Okay.
break that control and allow it to maintain its free will from when it was still alive. It was a silver dragon when it was still alive. Silver dragons are good. You follow?
Yes.
It has the mind of when it was a silver dragon, despite how it doesn't quite look like one anymore. That's why we were able to talk to it.
Okay.
Though, it is not very happy that it's undead now. We told it a place that it could go, to be alone, away from people. That it would otherwise scare. Sure, there is now a good layer of excrement in everybody's home right about now. So, the dragon has left. The zombification of your people should stop. We're hoping to maybe camp out and make sure of that. and everything should return to normal. Cleric from the True Order has been dispatched.
Okay. Now, this dragon is made from evil, is not evil.
Correct. Just how two parents can be very evil, but their child can be good.
I'm not sure that fits here, but okay.
So, it's not coming back.
I don't believe so. It doesn't exactly like its own appearance either. From what it told us, it was going to be a hermit from now on.
Or until it can find a suitable illusion spell.
Plus, I don't think it really has anything. You don't have much of what it would want here.
What does it want?
Well,
I don't think it wants anything other than to be alone.
it doesn't exactly need food anymore. So it's not like it's gonna be stealing cows.
Good point, Kaz.
See? If it was still alive, that's not gonna be eating so many cows. Wouldn't be able to stay in, get chased out of the cattle market.
You'd have to move on out of here.
For shame.
Yeah, that's just pure shame.
Pure shame.
Dorval is doing
Now
finger
give him
guns. Going,
inspiration for the shame.
Dragons, they gotta sit there and they gotta have other people tell them, oh, how majestic they look, and all this, that, and the other. Gotta be all hoity-toity about themselves. Making themselves their own little church up on the hill.
The place that we came from was its temple, with an order that followed it.
What happened to the order?
They appeared to have taken their final rest many, many years ago.
We should probably point on the map where we found the place, and you can check it out for yourselves if you're feeling brave enough.
Any
There's
desecration. Go
There's
ahead,
nothing
sorry.
there anymore. There's nothing there anymore. It should be safe.
It's been purified by the Church of the Sun. Certified.
Yes.
Everyone gets anxious.
Okay. Everyone, you heard what they said. They said the dragon is not going to come back. And you start seeing people begin to pack up.
I know this is hard to believe.
Extremely.
It is a rather extraordinary event. There was something that I want to ask you about. Maybe you happen to know something about the lore. Maybe even if they're just folk tales. We encountered something else in there.
What did you encounter?
It looked like a dragon. Spewed acid, only had 2 legs. Smaller.
2 legs, most likely a drake. They're more
That's a
common
wyvern.
in this area.
Had a stinger, too.
That I've never heard of.
It was helping the True Order.
It's possible the True Order could be using drakes, but that would make no sense. Since what they're supposed to be doing is, guiding and helping people, drakes are evil.
I mean, they're also not supposed to be, trying to corrupt and raise up dead good dragons and bind them to their wills.
I mean, moving forward, we're not letting them into this town. Never again.
I think that's for the best. That Drake was assisting in the ritual.
Well, we don't know if he was assisting of his own free will, but he was assisting.
We will offer our services to help you clean up some of the goop that may have fallen off the dragon.
It's okay, we've already cleaned it up. It's a priority, as it could possibly spread taint.
He didn't make any holes in any buildings.
No, we're okay.
All the acid.
We do have reason to believe that the True Order was the one that caused the original taint to show up in this town, affecting your grain supplies and the temple.
That's what the evidence we found suggests.
Those bastards. We will let them know that they are not welcome in our town anymore. Is there anything we could do to repay you for what you've done?
Join the fight. Not
Yeah,
actually a fight yet, but there will be.
Get back in contact with the king in Dunlevy. He is very concerned about this town.
We will. Or I will.
Who does not owe any allegiance to the True Order.
Okay. I will let him know of the situation. We will be in contact. Is there anything we could do to repay you?
No repayment is necessary.
Maybe a round of that special?
I just want a sandwich.
Well, you are welcome to stay freely here at our inn. I will let your host know.
Have you seen any other Dragonborn?
Other Dragonborn? There's a few throughout the town.
Just wondering if anybody that looks almost exactly like me has passed through.
Anybody exactly like you? No, just you.
Okay. I guess
Say that again, you broke up.
I'm going to get a sandwich.
Alright.
I think it's time to head back to the inn.
And get a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys make it back to the inn. As you sort of follow the grouping of people that are also leaving and returning to their homes, you start to see people outside again. It seems like DEF CON 1 is now over.
Just DEF CON 2. Like that's any better.
Yeah.
That was a yawn. Sorry. I just woke up.
So Meredith welcomes with open arms and tells you that she's heard from the elder, that she will provide you guys with anything you need for as long as you want to stay.
How long are we going to be staying for?
Not too long. We gotta get back to the king, don't we? To tell him the news, right?
I would assume so.
Correct. Maybe not more than 2 days or so.
I don't know about you, but after a short rest, I'm ready to go out. There was nothing more for us here.
Well, we can certainly stay a couple days to make sure nobody gets zombified again.
Can stay the night.
And I also have a book to read over. I also need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's really good role playing, dude.
I guess we can stay the night then.
Maybe long rest, recover all of our stuff.
And Kaz can get his horse drunk again.
Indeed.
Party! Party! Burn through the witches and burn through the. Oh shit! I had my hat key pressed.
All right.
Making fun of my brother.
We'll take 10 here, just to get the bathroom breaks out of the way early.
Okay.
And I can't move.
I'm gonna make eggs.
Can't move.
Yeah.
He's got a cat smushing him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
We're gonna take 10.
Excellent. Maybe someday you guys get to check out my house. Ain't nothing special. It's just filled with traps that really shitty fucking heroes tried to kill me in. I mean, got killed in.
Trying to kill you.
Yeah. Wait, do any of you have the link to the Izal wiki?
Isn't it in the TeamSpeak channel thing?
I looked around and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's in the
D&D?
D&D channel.
Oh, that channel. Okay.
That's
I was looking up at all the top ones. Perfect. Alright, so looking at the map and very old Discord messages. Somewhere southeast of Falsworn Jungle, but not quite along the mountains bordering Dragon Plains. That is what I said. Distinction may be it's the last settlement before a trail up to the mountains where the lair is. Maybe like west of Nani Kulana Kwahale? Kulana Kwale. Kulana Kwahale. There we go. Nani Kuana Kuala. Blech. That's a tough one.
Just say NK.
West of North Korea.
Yes.
Yes. Which forest got burnt down when we, the one that was covered in spider webs?
That was unnamed.
Okay, it's not on the map.
It's a little bit farther north than the edge of the map.
Okay.
It doesn't connect the two. It doesn't connect the jungle and the forest. It's another sort of solo forest.
Okay.
You burnt down. It's not like far enough where people haven't traveled. It's just nobody really goes that far north.
Yeah, of course.
It's real dense of jungle and forest.
Is it still on fire?
No, it's burnt down to shit.
Okay. Now the burning jungle.
Yes, and it's causing lag to this day.
Fucking Minecraft griefers. Can you spell out the dragon's name one more time? I think it was Deyges or something like that.
Put it in the chat.
Isaac.
I'll pick.
Yoki.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Sandy Hook schools receive threat on anniversary of school shooting.
Everybody here?
I think
I
so.
haven't left.
Yep.
Waylon? Is your mute button on?
I'm here.
Okay. All right, where were we?
Got to the inn.
Yes, you are at the inn. She's providing you with whatever you want to eat, whatever you want to drink.
We are spending the night and reading books.
Yeah, I want to look over the scrolls and the spell book that I picked up.
All right.
My eggs and toast were good.
Good.
I made eggs and toast in the time it took our break.
Really sucks being allergic to eggs now. Eggs are so cheap and delicious.
I have a sensitivity to them. As I do air quotes over here, that's what the doctor tells me.
Sensitivity to eggs?
Yep. Eggs and milk.
Okay.
I am.
Sounds made up, but okay.
I am technically allergic to everything.
Oh. Okay.
I know, quote unquote, someone who's allergic to bananas.
Sending in the cruise EpiPen. It's on its trajectory right now. It's also my spare one.
All right. So, the spell scroll, or one of the spell scrolls, is knock. So please keep this. Please
Yep.
make your list. So one is knock. The other spell scroll, I think there's 2 or 3. Did I give you?
I think it was just described it as a scroll case filled with scrolls.
Okay, so I'll say there's 3 in there. The other one is jump. And the final one is skywrite.
Okay.
What's the last one?
Skywrite.
Oh, what does it do? I mean,
The name's pretty self-explanatory, but
I don't know.
it writes things on the sky. If
It's
you
like
want, please marry me, Eurist. In cloud letters.
You cause up to 10 words to form in the part of the sky you can see. The words appear to be made of cloud and remain in place for the spell's duration, which is an hour.
Oh wow.
So you don't.
I was right.
The words dissipate when the spell ends. A strong wind can disperse the clouds and end the spell early.
So you don't have to rent a person with an airplane.
Or a helicopter, Dick.
Yeah, that
Really
will be helpful if you want to propose to your girlfriend. If you had a girlfriend. Norman.
This nerd having a girlfriend? What are you talking about?
All right, and in the book, you find a lot of generic spells that you already have, but this is a necromancer book. So you got lucky with this. There's 2 spells in there that you do not have currently.
Okay.
I just learned that when someone's taking a bath, my house sounds like its fucking walls are falling apart.
I
don't know if you guys can hear it.
A little bit, yeah.
We can.
Christ.
Yeah, same
what's
thing.
happening?
Same thing happens at my house, but I doubt you could hear it.
I was wondering if it was your cat purring into the mic.
All right. The one spell is Magic Jar.
Yep.
It can only be
And-
filled with honey.
Tasty. And the last spell is. Well, I want to double check it before.
Where'd you
Eroded.
get these?
These are the scrolls and spellbook that I picked up in the Dragon's Chamber.
Oh.
Enervation. Or enervation. Enervation.
Yeah, I know about that one. I almost picked it.
Oh, now you have it in a spell book.
God damn, now I just gotta fucking copy it. It's only gonna cost an arm and a leg.
Yep.
What is it, like 50 gold plus? I don't know.
It's 50 gold per level, 2 hours per level, and Enervation's a 5th level.
No, that's not so bad.
Magic jar is a 6.
Well, I think I know who's going to power these abilities. Cough, cough, true order, cleric. Cough, cough.
Wait, what?
Nothing. No evil here. What are you talking about? Not enslaving souls.
Okay.
Nope, nothing here. Just normal Norman.
I just hit things. That's all I do.
I hit things with big hammer.
I try to be useful with
X.
my crossbow, but 4 damage.
Alright, so you guys obviously get the night for free, or however long you want to free to rest in this town.
Just
You
like
guys
in
have
real life.
downtime. You just made Group 1 jealous.
God damn.
Group 1 never has downtime?
No.
Group 3 had like 2 weeks. Now we have like 2 days.
Well, it's not
I'm gonna
like
learn a language.
is there anything to do in this downtime? Because I don't think this town is anything of importance.
Yeah, this town is sort of bare bones, and with a lot of people gone and dead, they're definitely going to have to rebuild what they've lost. You guys do watch out at the night too. Nobody's a zombie anymore. Everybody's real happy about it too.
Well, job well done.
Yes, very well. A job very well done. In the morning, you were served a hearty breakfast, where I think her name was Meredith.
My notes say... Correct.
And my short term says yes as well.
Meredith, while she is standing around and being OCD cleaner as usual, is curious on what your next steps are going to be.
As in literal or metaphorical? Like where we're gonna step next on the floor, or where we're going?
Where you're going?
Well, I'm going back home and doing nothing basically, unless there's something better coming along. I the rest of the group.
Suppose we're gonna go back to Doom Lobby, then go back to fighting the good fight for justice.
Perhaps fuck with the order like they fucked with my home.
Justice, huh?
Yes.
Fucking with things sounds pretty fun.
I'm sorry, we don't have a brothel in town.
Hmm.
That's okay. He has a house.
Jesus.
Was not expecting.
Humor?
When you say that, Kaz's horse's head comes in through the door.
Hmm?
Sexy eyes.
How does your horse react to that, Kaz?
Sexy eyes.
Yes. Big doe eyes.
Its eyes flutter.
It winks at Preston.
That's one special house.
for one special group.
What is this, old group 2?
God, no, they'd be in another court case.
Do we have to
For another
murder
3
someone's
sessions.
character?
It would be a custody battle over the horse's child.
A centaur.
It's a reverse centaur. It's got the top half of a horse.
Oh God! What happens if it had the top half of a horse but the bottom half of a gnome?
Kill me.
No,
Yeah,
that's-
exactly.
half man, half centaur.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible without levitation spell.
Centaur. Half another centaur. Centaur tar.
Half man, half bear, half pig.
Would we be able to ride this particular breed of centaur?
Half man, half woman.
I mean,
Alright.
it'd be more like a mobile slide.
So she's just curious on where you guys are going next. She has some connections in nearby towns, but she's just wondering. She's being curious.
We must do science. I'm sorry, I'm done.
Can I do an insight check on why she's asking?
Sure. Go ahead and roll insight. I love the little flavor text on that. You think she's genuinely just trying to be helpful. She's an older lady with some contacts, and she's trying to get you a leg up on wherever else next you're going.
Well, I don't know, cuz where is justice next? Well, you
I can tell you where justice isn't and where it's needed. That's gonna be where the true order is. We should go.
So
follow
north
their-
then. Northeast, right? That's the where they were headed when they left town.
Yes.
Norman takes out a piece of parchment paper and writes down 3. I don't remember if they're kingdoms or cities. You'll see the names in a second, Shamat.
Okay.
And I give her the piece of parchment and I say, "What do you know about these 3?"
You know, I was expecting you to bring those up, but I did not have my notes open. Give me a second.
Surprise!
Oh, I took those as digital notes,
Oh, I
and
see.
I've switched to book just because it's easier to write.
Yeah, I use a for my Stars Outnumber campaign. I have an HTML file that has an outdated wiki format that I've been.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, it's bad. I told the group that like if they want to restart the campaign, I can have a better setup that's like all online and you just need a Google account. You don't need to like fucking have like a Firefox plugin so you can save the goddamn wiki.
I
It's
use
great.
OneNote, but I just find it easier to take my hand off the mouse and write shit down.
Yeah.
And then I take a photo of my notes and just upload it to the fucking OneNote.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good idea.
Okay, so she lets you know that she knows the most about Kavarian. They've been a very positive country, county. They only have it's a major city. Their focus is primarily in metalworking, so a lot of weapons will go through there. But they're very friendly. The True Order has just recently attempted to take a stake in their lands and their what their sort of their business is. She tells you that Patvia is completely under control of the True Order. Patvia has probably one of the more dense populations, so manpower is primarily its export.
I'm gonna start the communist revolution, but go on.
Choose a means of production.
So Patvia does not like Secretarian. that's an old note that I have that I've told you before. But Patvia hates Secretariat and the Secretarian family.
Why is that?
Just old bad blood from old wars, just sort of transferred over with older rulers never forgetting. And both of those, Kavarian and Patvia, are both heavily. No, not the horse, but it's named after the horse. Are both heavily human. Armanthia, that is a elvish outpost that controls a lot of like herbs and fur trade.
11
Sweet.
herbs and spices.
Sweet.
Yeah. Swede, you know what? Yeah, she's when you say it, she's sort of like she gives you like the wink. Like, yeah, the True Order wants it because it has a lot of exports that people love, if you get what I mean. And the True Order is already sort of has a claim into that. So think about it as sort of how Dunlovey was.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the 3 towns that she says. She has no contact in Patvia because this is still sort of close to Dunlovey, so Patvia really doesn't like this town either. So she doesn't really get a lot of travelers from that location through here. But she has a half brother in Kavarian who runs a stable out that way. And for Armanthia, she knows an herbalist in the town that could possibly help you guys with whatever you're trying to do.
Sorry, my microphone was muted. You said Meredith knows stable owner and Kavarian?
Yes.
Okay, and I got the one for Aramanthia. Okay. Neato.
Very neat. Should we send word that the king, to the king that we've secured this location? Or was a messenger already sent?
Well, as a group, where do you guys want to go next? We could go back to Dunlovey if it happens to be like a central point to which we go to any of these 3. Or we could go straight to one of them that's close by or something. And just send word by messenger or something. But I think the elder here is going to send message himself. So we could just send a separate one saying, we're going here or something like that. Gain their support.
Interesting.
Say Kavarian's a county, right? It's a city and a county.
Yeah, Kavarian is a city and a county. Patvia is primarily just a large castle city or castle town. A lot of the it's very densely packed with people, so it's very large. And then Armanthia is mostly like trees, trees, and its population is very similar currently where you're at. But they're definitely a small trade hub. So there's a lot of money can be changed hands there.
Okay.
Sounds like they're getting. It sounds like I'm having a stroke.
Do you
Sounds like
smell
they're getting
breakfast?
their manpower from one of these towns, and that the one that's not with Secretary, right?
Yeah, that's Patvia.
Patvia is definitely a military stronghold for the True Order currently. you're looking at if you go there, there's going to be lots of fights. There's really no easy way for Patvia to be taken out of control of the True Order. You'll have to get creative. Kavarian is most likely the easiest since they are already friendly to the Secretariat and Secretarian family. But it's not a priority. And then Armanthia is a trade hub, so whoever controls that or whoever side they're on will benefit greatly, just monetarily.
I think Aramanthia is likely to be a good start, also because Norman not only is an herbalist himself and speaks Elvish, but if it's a trade hub, it's likely taking materials that are made or on their way to be processed to Kavarian, and if the True Order's there, those weapons and armor that's made in Kavarian are likely to be going to Patvia. So if we can basically shift the trade at Aramanthia, then Patvia might find themselves a little undersupplied and might make those fights a little easier.
And we could possibly persuade the people of Patvia that the cities have seen the truth and should switch.
Yeah.
How the True Order actually is.
One of those things where everybody says something's wrong with the True Order. maybe they have some kind of maybe there's some kind of truth to that. All right. So do you guys do we have to go back to Dunlavy to get to any of these places?
No. You could definitely sweep through. The closest one to you, for when it comes to distance, is Kavarian. To get to Patvia, you'll have to go through Caravarian and more north. Armanthia is west. And the more north you go, the more and more deeper into True Order territory you go.
Okay. So I guess this would really kind of depend on what Preston wants to do, since you're coming from Dunlavy. Kind of really up to you if you want to go back in person, or if you want to hang
Take
around
the scenic
here.
route.
Yeah, hang around
Scenic
here
route.
and send a
I
messenger.
think I'll send a messenger. If I understood your question correctly.
Yeah, it's just what do you want to do, since you're a native to the area.
Oh. Well, I think I'll just stick around with you for now. And see what happens.
I also have a sneaking suspicion that the Brat King probably found a way out of jail, so
Yeah, probably.
That's of no concern to me.
through the power of smugness, he smugged his way through the bars.
Took off his head and squeezed through the bars that way.
No, he left the head there, it's too big.
Yes, swollen ego.
The body is now trying to rule. Alright. How long would a messenger take to reach Dunlavy?
Well, messengers usually are by horse, so they can pretty much half the fucking time it takes to get there. I think to get to this place was what, 3 days?
I don't remember.
Well, let's just say 3 days. He can make it in about a day and a half.
So it'd be 3 days to hear a response.
I'll get somebody with 2 horses.
He'll get there in 3/4 of a day.
A,
Yeah,
ride
a
that horse.
professional messenger.
Alright, do we want to wait for a reply, or...
No, they can send a bird or something, I think.
Could we say that we sent it out, or the messenger sent as soon as we got back, or pretty soon afterwards?
Could also tell the messenger where we're going, so they know when to intercept us along the way.
I don't think that's a good idea, because the message could be intercepted. I have a feeling that we're not very liked in the True Order. At some point, our names are going to start going around.
The message is going to be brief. We did what we were asked to do, everything's fine, waiting further instructions. That's it.
Okay. Yes, could we possibly retcon sending out that message a little earlier?
I mean, sure. When did you want to send it? Like right before you went to bed last night?
Probably not a bad idea. Find a messenger that's not scared shitless to go out.
Yeah, paying
Now's the
some.
best time. He's got no shit to weigh him down.
Yeah, good point.
Or perhaps bribable enough.
Okay, so we sent a message, got
Can
somebody.
you guys type out what the message exactly was, just so it's in whoever was writing it out, just so I have it in the chat as well as in my notebook.
That's all you, Preston. Oh, knock is a nice spell.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Opens any door, magical or otherwise. I think.
If it's an arcane lock, it can be opened and closed normally for 10 minutes before the spell returns. That's still pretty good. That is true.
Knock, knock, motherfucker!
World's shittiest
FBI,
fucking
open
thief. Can't lockpick, uses knock instead. Yeah, it's 300 feet. Or a loud knock sounds as far as 300 feet away. Which, 300 feet is not very far compared to the speed of sound. I think is like 300 feet a second?
I thought it was 600 in some, but I'm not sure.
No, it's
It's far enough to see a delay between the sound and the whatever it is you see.
yeah, it is approximately a mile a second. Like 300 something meters per second. I forgot exactly.
No, that's about it, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh, it's a 6. It's in miles per hour. I was
Yeah.
thinking.
All right. So, what do you leave a message with the elder for when the? So, how are you having this messenger return a message to you guys?
I find a guy, give him instructions and coin. A guy that presumably can be trusted to deliver messages. I give him a coin and a way to contact whoever he needs to contact. I don't know, some signature or something.
That feedback is so annoying.
What feedback?
You got some feedback going on with your microphone.
I think it's my motherboard. Sorry.
Oh shit.
Yeah, sorry. It's okay.
Yeah, I was.
We understand you. It is a tad bit annoying, but I'm not worried right now. Okay, so you find a guy, you give him a coin.
Yeah, give him money, make sure he gets a good horse, and sends him with my personal signature or something.
Okay. Now, how do you want him to return a message if a message is returned?
Well, either he arrives himself, or I don't know if there can be some homing pigeon. That might be better.
Okay.
It's the king's discretion.
Okay. How are they gonna find you guys?
We are sticking where we are supposed to be, which is the town.
Okay. I was just double checking. I didn't know if you guys were gonna move on or not. All right.
No, I specifically didn't put any location in the message. So
Okay. So you guys then have about 2 days of downtime, or a day
User
and a
left
half,
your channel.
based on his return time.
is there a blacksmith in this place?
Is there a what?
A blacksmith.
Yeah, we saved his ass.
Yeah, you saved his ass.
Alright. Is he any good?
If he isn't, he's gonna turn his life around now.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You guys were in his house, or some of you were in his house, so you saw some of his work. He does real good work.
Yeah, he does good work.
Nothing magical though, I guess.
Nope, he
No.
just makes the iron and the steel.
He makes iron. Wow.
Willpower.
Might see if he might be willing to make or sell some splint armor to me for around 200 gold. Being all blacksmithy.
Hopefully he has some parts already made. Unless you want to wait a month here.
I mean, he could probably just grab some spare frying pans or something. It's probably about the right size.
What kind of armor?
Frying pan armor, the most fearsome armor.
Splint. Kind of
Okay.
the middle ground between chainmail and plate.
Yeah.
Hoping because we saved him, I can get it for around what it should be.
If you talk to him and he says he'll give you a discount of 50 gold to make it 150, but he says it'll probably take some time.
Well, how much time?
Maybe 4 days.
Let's see. We're waiting. Were we waiting for the? Yeah, we were waiting for the messenger to come back, right?
Yes, he's gonna be 2 days.
Well, wouldn't it be 3 because... I don't know.
And you
Well,
sent
they-
it last night, so he has a night's head start.
Oh.
That was what we retconned.
Y'all want to wait a couple extra days in town, or y'all want to get moving on? When it's time.
I don't mind waiting.
Nope, no problems with me.
You guys need anything identified?
I don't think I have anything magical.
Sanity?
Uh,
In real life and in game?
I have this nice tapestry.
I don't think it's a magic tapestry, though.
No, I don't think it is.
Would you like to get that tapestry appraised?
Sure. Also, I have the things I copied from the coffin. The script that was on the coffins.
You want to get that appraised as well, or you want to get that translated?
Isn't it in Draconic?
It's in Draconic, I think.
I
think
can
you translated it out as their names and their positions in the guild.
Right.
But it's nice looking script either way.
Yeah, I guess I'll give Dorval. Give it to Dorval for translation and then give it to the Elder. Because why not?
I translate it.
Yeah, and appraise the thing, the tapestry.
All right. The elder's happy that you gave him the information that was on that script. He fills out and says he's gonna edit some of the books and history about Silver Dragon and whatever, and his not his cult but his following and his organization in the past. You go and get the tapestry appraised. The appraiser sort of looks it over and eyes you a little bit, and then looks back over the tapestry. This is very old, he tells you.
I know.
This is worth some good money. The artwork is fine. It's a little old and frayed on the edges, but I would say this could go for 600 gold.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe
Do you know?
In an auction, it could probably go for more.
Well, do you know of a potential buyer?
Not in this city, no. Or, sorry, not in this town. We don't have that kind of gold to throw around right now. Maybe in one of the bigger cities.
Anybody that you've heard of? A collector, maybe?
Well, depending on where you're heading, I know in Patvia, there's a guy named Kilborn. He's one that collects old dragon script. And then I guess nearby in Armanthia there is an elvish gentleman that may have an interest in it, but he's not really known to deal with dragon stuff like this.
Side quest: sell a tapestry.
Make some coin.
His name is Lolap.
Lolap?
Lolap.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I writed the names down and thanked the guy. Great. Thanks for the help. I give him, I don't know, a gold coin for his trouble. Anybody else doing anything while we are waiting?
I don't have enough money to copy spells. I mean, I could copy one of the level 1 ones, but that's about it.
How much gold do you need to copy one of the higher ones?
Enervation, which is a 5th level spell, is going to cost me 250 gold.
I can lend it to you.
Let me double check Motivation. If it's worth having.
I mean, what do you even do with all the gold? Do you melt it? Do you eat it?
I bling out my skeletons. No, I copy spells. that's all I've used my gold for.
It needs special paper and ink.
Yeah. Well, it's a chance to essentially do 48 damage for 6 turns. No, 10 turns, I think.
And how many targets?
1 target. Choose a creature you can make. You can see make a dex save. On success, it deals 2d8 necrotic damage, and the spell ends. Failure, the target takes 48 necrotic damage, and you can use your action on your turns to automatically deal 48 necrotic damage to it. Spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. Blah blah blah. Whenever the spell deals damage, you regain hit points equal to half the amount of damage taken. So it's good.
And how many 5th level spell slots do you have?
1. No, wait. 2.
And how many 5th level spells do you know?
I believe just 2. Kona Cold and Dance Macabre.
Well, the cone of cold is pretty useful already.
Every time you say Dance Macabre, I think of that movie with David Bowie in it. The Labyrinth. Dance, baby, dance.
Was it the one also in Dune?
Dune?
Dune. The 80s movie?
Never saw it.
Never mind.
I might take you up on borrowing the gold, but I'll let you know.
Okay.
If you want my opinion, I'd say not yet. Don't write it down yet.
Yeah, it's it's in the other spell book, so it's not going to go anywhere. I just can't use it because I can't use other people's spell books. The scrolls I can copy, but there's a chance that it'll fail, and if it fails, I lose the scroll as well.
You're just holding the piece of paper up to a light and copying it like that.
Yeah, essentially, and then I hold it too close to the light and it burns because I failed my Arcana check and forgot fire is hot. You know how it is.
Yeah, forget the past Caveman 101.
Makes sense.
Fire hot, ow.
Ow. Alright, I don't think I do anything. I don't really need to do anything. Oh, I can make some potions. I just gotta look over some ingredients.
The only thing I would think to do is look for magical items. So that's something I've been meaning to do, but I would like to get to a big city before I do that.
Okay. So let's say so Kaz gets his armor. And the messenger comes back. The response of the king from Dunlovey is one of thanks and is glad that you've opened up a relationship between them and this town. He doesn't, in his letter back, he says he doesn't really have any more instructions for you, just to make sure to keep getting rid of the True Order, as they are a scourge that is currently overtaking us all.
Fair enough, I
And
guess.
The messenger also gives you a 500 gold bag. Or, sorry, a bag filled with 500 gold.
Let's see.
Did you just say that's it?
No, he said that's. Let's see. I see.
I see. I said I see.
Oh, okay. I'm like, Jesus, man. Greedy motherfucker.
1,000 gold pieces per person.
Well, I guess I'll give 100 coins each. Or I can pretend I didn't get anything.
While this is going on, can I roll something to make sure it's the king? Maybe the way it's written.
That's actually a good one. I'm not sure what you would roll for that. Let me look.
I'd like to make sure it's written correctly, so some random person didn't just intercept it.
Why would they send gold though?
Perhaps to make them think that the king sent it. Make us think the king sent it.
Make an investigation check, I think. I don't see any other check that would fit this.
Won't the letter have an insignia or something?
Yes, it does have the king's insignia, but if you're being cautious, you would look at it.
What?
Perhaps if they used LOL someplace in there.
All right, you're sure that that's the king's handwriting.
All right.
Okay, great. I tell the rest of the group and give 100 gold pieces each.
Cool.
Looking up rules for making potions right now. I have the materials, but I forgot what exactly I looked up.
It should be under Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I don't have the book or the PDF, so I'm trying to look through forums.
Oh Christ. Hold on.
Also in the
Brewing potions of
D&D.
healing. Potions of healing fall into a special category for item crafting separate from other magical items. A character who has proficiency with their herbalism kit can create these potions. The times and costs for doing them are summarized in this potion list below. A standard healing potion is 1 day, costs 25 GP. Greater healing is 1 work week for 100 GP. Superior healing is 3 work weeks. Supreme healing is 4 work weeks and 10,000 GP.
That seems wrong. I'll just say that.
That is coming from the Wizard's book.
Well, wizards are a bunch of charlatans, in my opinion.
Oh, I must have bought the generic materials earlier for basic healing potions.
I think you did.
Yeah, I got 5 of them. All right. How long we've waited? 3 days.
4 days because of the armor.
4 days for the armor.
Each of you gets a basic healing potion,
Yeah.
and I'll have 1 generic material left.
How much does a basic healing potion heal you for?
1d4 plus 4, I believe.
A basic healing potion is 2d4 plus 2.
Aha. Alright, that'll be my contribution to the party. So I'm not just sitting on my ass. 4 days. Looking over a book. Yes, each of you gets 1. I don't need 1, because I sit in the back.
And you should probably heal yourself, I guess. Well, you still angel.
I'm at full health because I just haven't updated it yet.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
I should do that too.
You got
Now
your
you-
armor. 4 days goes by. Everything is set. Everything you guys needed is back. So, what is your plan?
I'm interested in one began with an A, Amaranthia. Aramanthia. There we go. Might be able to sell your tapestry there.
That's where the elf is, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Armantia is the elven outpost.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds good to me.
We haven't killed any of them in a while.
Elves?
Yep.
Maybe apart from Kesha.
What?
Kesha had it coming. I don't remember that though. I wasn't a part of the group at that point.
Yep, Kesha got it all over the side of an airship.
It was after you gave her brain hemorrhage and,
I thought it was a male.
whatever.
It was ambiguous.
It's an elf.
Sexy, stupid, sexy Legolas. All right, I think we should head west to
Cigarette
Amaranth
Lane.
Town.
On the frontier.
Do we have a map of that area? I mean, out of character, do we have a painting image or something?
You have like a really big area map, but these places aren't on the map.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I can give it to you. Hold on.
No, I have the big map, but
Oh.
all of these places aren't on it.
Yeah.
Do we
no.
know where? Do we have a map in game? I know where we're going. Know where we're going.
You know how to get to the towns that have been listed out. You do have a localized map. Nothing heavily detailed, but enough to get you to where you need to go.
You are here.
Yeah, you are here kind of map. And the roads are labeled, so you're not going to get lost unless you go off of them.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that. Okay, how long are we traveling?
Say how or
How long? I assume
To get to Armital, it's going to be a week.
More downtime, yay!
Yeah. We can get skip to the town if need be. Patvia from this location is about the same amount. Trying to fucking remember how to pronounce this word.
I might take you up on that offer for borrowing the gold if it's gonna take a week.
Kavarian is going to is about 3.5 days.
Well, we decided to go to our month here. I assume we had a reason for that.
User joined your channel.
Yes, no?
I mean,
I just kind of want to kick ass.
I'm down for going there. This is true order to kick ass, and it shouldn't be overwhelming. Shouldn't be.
it's alphabetical.
That's true. Alphabetical's good.
Yes.
The ship
yes.
never lies.
Good system. Okay, we are going.
Yep.
All right, with your carts, you head off. The mobile chapel and the cart of paper.
User
Mobile
joined your
chapel,
channel.
really?
Yeah, it's a mobile chapel.
We stole it.
Of course it did.
Stole it. They abandoned it.
Well, they were dissing the sun. Gotta represent.
How did the sun represent?
West Side.
Whoop,
Hoot,
whoop,
hoot, hoot, hoot.
whoop, whoop. Sound of the police. Okay. Yeah, so you have a week of downtime of travel. You travel relatively safe roads. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. But as you get closer
User left your channel.
to Armanthia, you notice more and more foot traffic as you get closer. For sort of it being an outpost, you're noticing a lot more people than usual.
Is it in or out of the city?
This is sort of heading into the city. So the
Alright.
roads leading in, well, I guess roads also lead out. But the foot traffic going into the city is pretty high currently.
From which direction?
You guys are coming from the. You guys are coming from sort of the southeast-ish. It's more south than east. South by southeast. You come but that's just the current road you're on. It's sort of like it goes from a few travelers to like packed roads as you get tighter into the city.
Well,
Or I'm sorry, this outpost.
I'm assuming the tracks are from another branch.
Another what?
Another branch of the road.
Yes.
So, which direction are they heading from?
Those guys are coming from the west. I'm sorry, no. God damn it. Hold on. North, east, southwest. Calculating.
We are traveling west.
Never eat sour watermelons.
Hold on, I need a calculus. Get over here back. Protractor as well. All right, no. You guys are traveling west. The road that branches in is from the north.
So, I assume those are refugees.
They don't look like refugees. They actually look. You see more merchant caravans and more uppity up types. A lot of like guards for caravans. You see a lot of like foot peddlers who look like they have some extra coin to spare. They don't look nasty.
They pedal feet.
We're gonna come across that guy that tried to buy all of Earth's paperwork
Again.
again.
Oh, and out of character, do I see, or would I see Group 3's cart? Not the one they're with, but the one they sent out.
Oh, you're talking about their trade?
Yeah.
There's a possibility, but they invested in grain and food.
Yep. Yeah.
So this is a center of fur and herbs.
Mm.
What's this? They're playing the Monopoly.
They are playing the Monopoly game. They took over an estate. Yeah. So it's a path branching in from the north with a lot of foot traffic heading into Armanthia. Again, they're more rich types. They look like traders. There's a lot of merchant caravans.
Well, can we ask one of the merchant-looking guys if it's usual for such a high level of traffic?
You want to wave down one of the caravans, just ask them, sort of saddle up to them.
Maybe ask one of the henchmen. I assume they have guards or something.
Okay. You ask a guard, and the guard sort of responds back. Well, I'm just a guard, but from what I've heard, is that this town of this outpost of Armanthia. Well, it's more of a town now with the amount of traders sort of outlined the outpost. They happen to come across a new batch of beasts whose skin is used for a lot of important sort of people, I guess would be the way to say it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just really a guard, and they slayed a couple beasts, and they're large enough to provide a large amount of leather and hide. And
Interesting.
apparently, the beast's innards have some kind of properties that can heal. That's really all I know. You'd have to ask the people driving the cart.
Okay. Thank you.
Is it a new beast?
You said it's a new,
Nope.
something new.
I don't know
Sure.
if it's a new beast or it could be just a very old beast, but they killed a couple of them. And
You have slowly gotten more south through the entire conversation.
Thank you.
Have you had a chance to look at the level? I assume this isn't your first time traveling through this path.
Well, I have not actually traveled to this path. This is my first time hired on for this group. It seems like the traders will drop off they will come in, buy some of this stuff, and then leave with a different guard party. One that knows a little bit more about it. And we'll usually be cycled off into another traveling group. Most of us here just work for a fighters guild or just mercenaries. But I learned that the True Order also has a stake in the claim here. We see a lot of them gardens merchants as well.
How do you identify them? Are they in uniform?
They're in uniform, and their carriages are usually priority or sort of VIP when it comes to not really parking, but getting access into. Well, they sort of auction off the furs and leathers now, just because that's how much they go for.
Okay, sounds like a well-established operation.
That's what it seems like. At least that's what I've heard. The elves sort of have it on lockdown. Even getting near the stuff is a capital offense.
Thank you. I think we'll go and talk to your employer if you have no objections.
No, I'm just gonna keep walking next to this cart.
I'll just keep walking.
I just keep walking. I walk the line.
Thanks. Can we talk to the merchants?
The guy driving the cart knocks on the cart, and a slit opens up behind him. You can't really see him, and then you just hear the guy driving the cart. Hey, they wanna some guy some. He looks at you, Preston. He's like, some weird guy wants to talk to you.
Some weird guy. Some military guy.
He says he's military guy. He closes the slat. In the carriage, like a fancy door, or not door, but like a window opens up. You see this guy wearing a regal-looking hat. It's got tassels hanging off the sides of it. Look like they're golden dyed. He's got a fancy curled mustache. He's wearing a monocle in both eyes, and his beard is like pointy.
Is it Kaz's brother?
Is it Kaz in disguise?
Sadly, no. This guy is a older human. He looks at you and is like, "What is it that you need from me?"
Some information, if you will. We wanted to know about the beasts that were slain. If you know anything specific about them, or their sounds to me like they were dragons, some type of dragon. No. Basically, do you know what the heck they killed that made all that level?
He looks you up and down, and he's trying to get a beat on you. It's very obvious that he's trying to get a read on you.
Okay, can I get a read on him?
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Well,
Okay. You find him hard to read. He is a businessman by nature, so he's naturally just harder to read. He's learned how to hide, sort of how to hide what his inner thoughts are. Well, it doesn't look like you're rich enough to even go into the auction house then.
oh, I assure you, I have some spare coin saved up.
I guarantee it's not enough.
How much is enough, would you say?
You have to ask. Clearly, you don't have enough.
That's exactly what he says back. That is actually,
Really?
that's perfect. If you have to ask, you definitely you do not have enough.
How about 100 platinum pieces?
He
Is
looks
that
you
it?
over and he's like, "No, you're bullshit." but I like your style.
Come with me and we shall rule the world.
Yeah, no, he doesn't say that.
Takes you by the arm, hand stretched out, talking about world domination via money.
I'm gonna have to leave.
Okay. So we will end it and say that the creatures that they have slain was a pack of Hydra.
Ooh.
Fancy. All right, see ya.
Bye, Waylon.
See ya.
So,
I has to work. Don't want
See
to,
ya.
but got to.
User
God dang it.
disconnected from your channel.
Rent's got to be paid somehow.
So yeah, so he tells you that it's a Hydra, and that's where we're gonna end it today.